CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Hawks with a confident look as they go in.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, D.A., thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5. Now, here's Hunter. Collins kicks to Young. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now here's Walker. Over Young. No good off the back of the rim. The 15-footer, and Herter gets it to go. The shot by Hayward, wide open. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Outside, Walker. A step-back shot here, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, if you take away the 3 and you take away the drive, Kemba Walker simply gets to his mid-range game. That's why scoring at 3 levels is huge.
And it's Capella missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Tatum with it, and Young picks him up defensively.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Young against Walker. Young dishes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Rob. And here we go. Capella, the pass to Herter. Here's Collins, guarded by Tatum. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Now here's Walker. Out to the wing. Hayward up top. To the wing on the left. Or the 3. Walker's shot is off. Hawks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Collins passes to Herter. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire to play like.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now here's Williams. Hayward on the wing. Boston again missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
To the middle. Here's Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now here's Hayward. He has 5. And the shot is good. Hayward's got 7 points in the game. The Hawks trailing. Teague feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. Jones trying to get open. And again, it's Atlanta.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
On the wing, Williams. Outside, Smart. Pass to Canner. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. On its way from Hayward for 2. Bembry with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Teague with the ball. Here's Dedmon. And he banks in the layup.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Hayward's got space. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Atlanta up 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Jones. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. Now here's Teague. Not a lot of room. Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Smart. Over in the corner, Brown. Clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Now Hunter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Herter passes to Fernando. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Capella's checked in.
Boy, I thought Kemba took some contact on that shot, but boy, the toughness and focus is right there.
Down low. Hunter kicks to Young. Out left to the wing. In the corner, it's Capella. It's deflected. Here's Walker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
There's the pass to Fernando. Capella against Williams. Capella, the pass to Young. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Left side, Walker. Brown feeling it out a bit. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Ahead. Rejected by Walker. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bruno Fernando. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Boston trailing. 1:12 left to play here in the half. Back to Walker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Walker's got 10 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Hunter. No good. And it's Boston the other way. The kick out to Tatum. Rebound, Atlanta.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the charts.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Walker. And then for Atlanta, Jones checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague in for Benbury. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Young's shot is good.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Jones finds Young. Outside Teague.
Well, Marcus Smart matching his man every step.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawk.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And it's Brown missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Young, here we go. Some solid defense from Brown. The Celtics shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Right wing. Here's Walker. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Walker's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
Here's Hayward. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young against Walker. Young dishes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Outside Walker, outside Tatum. Young against Walker. Hayward kicks to Walker. Back to Hayward. All sorts of time. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Hayward's got 11.
The fast release makes Gordon Hayward such a difficult check. If the defense is giving him any space, forget about it.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Capella. He can't get that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Brown. And that'll be. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Fernando. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Double team on Williams. Outside, Smart. The kick out to Williams. Back to Smart. Williams trying to break free. Smart misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's Collins with the drive. Count it. Collins has got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Outside, Smart. Fires from deep. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Bembry. A three-pointer, no good. Boston shooting well, 50% from the floor. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Brown, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Collins. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And they're able to recover. Williams kicks to Brown. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Atlanta also making some changes here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Damian Jones subbed in for Collins.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Here's Walker. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Here's Dedmon. Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Teague out there with Reddish. Then it's Jones. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Hunter in at the small forward.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Jones, the pass to Reddish. Jones kicks to Hunter. Back to Jones. Over Tatum. Jones, no luck. Boston trailing. Smart with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. That gives them the lead.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Jones in the post. Tatum on him. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Young from the arc. And Boston with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Passes it to Huerter. On its way from Young for 2. Kept alive by Atlanta. They need this. But they'll get another chance. Hunter kicks to Young. The offensive rebound. Takes the 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And it's Walker penetrating. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Boy, few do it better than Kemba Walker. On the dribble drive, power, strength, finishing ability. So pretty.
Capella, the pass to Huerter. Misses the 3. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Tatum. Here's Walker. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
combination of things in play here. High basketball IQ, elite handle, strong jumper. Oh, look out, Kemba.
And Herter gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Hayward kicks to Tatum. Kick out to Walker. Back to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Count it. Good. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Herter passes to Young. Back to Herter. Feeds it to Capella. It's stolen by Tice. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. And the dunk by Tatum.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
1:02 left in the fourth. Jones, no luck.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Fires the 3. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Tatum on the wing. Defended by Jones. And Jones sends it back. Shot clock at 6. Hayward goes in. The layup missed. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Stolen by Walker. Tatum on the wing. Hayward on the wing. Launches a 3. Nails the tray.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And here's Tatum for 3. Misses there. So we see Boston get the win here. They didn't make it easy. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the 70. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And he comes up with the deuce. Capella's got the first points up on the board for the Hawks.
Boy, he's a powerful presence with great length. Capella can make things happen inside for sure.
Simmons finds Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Simmons against Young. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. It's Young on the wing. Off target with his 3.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement. His agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Embiid. Pass to Horford. Feeds it to Richardson. Clock at 6. Out to Harris. Passes to Embiid. Horford. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
Horford being opportunistic there and getting busy pounding that glass.
Capella with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Harris finds Richardson. Simmons the bounce pass. And the rejection by Collins. Harris passes to Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Harris's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Herter. No good on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Horford attacking. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the first one drops.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. Harris outside. Pass to Simmons. He dishes it to Richardson. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Damian Jones comes in for John Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. And the Hawks with possession here. The pass to Bembry. Back to Jones.
Man, can you always depend on him or what? to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
The 76ers trail by 5. It's Scott on the wing. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now, here's Dedmon. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Korkmaz passes to Embiid. Outside, Scott. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Herter, he knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay to get these big calls right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for Atlanta, Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Jones. And it's Herter in at the small forward position. At the elbow, Horford. A second chance effort. That one off the back iron and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Herter. No good with the triple. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 11. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. And now here comes Teague leading the break. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jones has got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Burks finds Milton. To the left wing. Passes it to Horford. Poked loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks. And then for Atlanta, Collins checked in for Jones. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. On up the court. Bucket is good. He's got 7.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. The Hawks leading by 13 and stolen by Simmons. Horford the pass to Simmons. Here's Milton. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, sometimes it's that simple. Just get it up in the air and let Harris do the rest of the work.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end. You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
A steal. 1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Herter for 3. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Horford. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Shake Milton. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. And the 76ers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dedmon's checked in. Now Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 44 seconds left in the first half. A three-pointer is right on target.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
And stolen by Dedmon. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Young kicks to Dedmon. The kick out to Young. Back to Dedmon. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Thybulle can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Atlanta was looking great right away. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered. And that's a wrap, with the third quarter approaching.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Hunter with it. Embiid's there. Capella with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Harris. Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Harris passes to Embiid. Rebounded by Capella.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Embiid kicks to Horford. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. It's Richardson on the wing. Harris passes to Embiid. They grab their own miss. Simmons finds Horford. Embiid with it. Capella covering. From deep, Richardson. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Outside, Simmons. And he converts the layup. Simmons got his first points of the game.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Hey, yo, right here.
Young outside. The 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Simmons passes to Richardson. Simmons looking it over. Lays it up off the glass.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick and roll situations. Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Scott comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Burks in for Tobias Harris. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Young.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Back to Simmons. Kicks to Richardson. And the pass to Simmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Josh Richardson. And a change for the Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. Pass to Bembry. Teague kicks to Reddish. Back to Teague. Passes it to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Burks covering. Reddish the pass to Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
To the wing right side. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Jones is running. Pass to Teague from deep. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Teague. Reddish out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bembry in at the shooting guard. The 76ers shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Count that one.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Bembry the pass to Fernando. And here is Dedmon. There's the dish to Reddish. Back to Dedmon. Over in the corner, Reddish. From outside the arc. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Raul Neto subbed in for Burks. And a change for the Hawks. Graham's checked in. Milton's shot is good.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Bembry kicks to Teague. The pass to Fernando. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The 3 ball. Teague can't hit. Pass to Neto. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Glenn Robinson III. It's stolen by Milton. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Pass to O'Quinn. Outside, Scott fires the 3. That shot off, so Atlanta will take it the other way. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Hawks making a change here. Labissiere's checked in. Teague for 3. He can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Now, here's O'Quinn. Great communication on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pull-up jumper. They get it again. It's Scott on the wing. Here's Korkmaz. And the 76ers get it back. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Neto can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. 1:25 left to play in the final quarter. Labissiere in the corner. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Atlanta.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Damian Jones comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Reddish in for Bembry. Here's Thibault. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Graham, the pass to Jones. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Teague, the pass to Jones. Beyond the arc. Scott pulls it in. Here's Thibault. Can't get it to fall. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big mark. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The soaring CN Tower is seen. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Collins is right there.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Ibaka goes in. Here's Anunoby trying to get open as Ibaka. Anunoby, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
I love the confidence. When Capella sinks these shots, it just energizes his entire team. And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
To the inside. Herter passes to Capella. Now the Raptors moving it up. VanVleet with the ball. Siakam, good.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Herter. And it's off from three-point range. The Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. In the corner, it's VanVleet. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Collins, good.
John Collins does a nice job reading the defense there, staying focused right through the contact and gets the finish.
Lowry against Young. Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Ibaka's got his second basket of the game.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And it's Capella missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now, here's Collins. Capella inside, working on Ibaka, and it's Capella missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Siakam's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Raptors leading by 4. Floats it up there for Siakam. Hammers the alley-oop through. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred VanVleet. Now, here's Dedmon. Bembry. No good on the 3. Lowry passes to Hollis Jefferson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Teague finds Dedmon. Back to Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Jones, the pass to Bembry. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Atlanta gets it back. Passes to Bembry. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 5 to shoot. They shoot again. And at last they get one to fall.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Back to Lowry. Here's the three. It's good from long range. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6.
And so it's Toronto holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
We've got Chris Boucher. Terrence Davis is out there with Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Raptors leading by 15. Davis surveying the floor. And stolen by Dedmon. One-on-one fast break. Here's Reddish. Count that bucket.
And Reddish out there running on the break. That's the best way to reward a teammate for that kind of defensive pressure.
Powell inside. Dedmon with the block. And he's able to get it back. Outside, Davis. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Gasol.
Well, Dedmon's reach is a huge advantage there to help him tally some more block shots.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
One-on-one here. Fernando, that's good.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA, struggled just to find his rhythm.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Hollis-Jefferson, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Down low. Boucher finds VanVleet. Here is Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
Hunter, the pass to Fernando. Inside. Boucher with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running. And finished off by Siakam.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Van Vliet, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 17-point game. Collins kicks to Hunter. The pass to Fernando. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Hunter no good. The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. To stop the run. Herter, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
There's 1:17 left now here in the second. Siakam left side. And finished off by Siakam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Powell finds Van Vliet. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Van Vliet. Powell, no one around him, sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
Feels like DeAndre Hunter can just swarm anybody shooting the ball. That time, no options.
And so it's Toronto. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. The first half was all about Pascal Siakam. He had 12 points. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the 5. Here's Herter. That 3 off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Ibaka finds Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. And here's Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Siakam passes to Van Vliet, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. Terrence Davis comes in for Fred Van Vliet.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gasol. from downtown. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta's shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. To the paint. Passes it to Reddish. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Davis. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break, Toronto. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Pass to Lowry. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Young drives in. Here's Reddish. Offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Outside Lowry. And there's the pass to Davis. Now here's Gasol. And here's Lowry. The long distance 3 is buried. Lowry's got 8 points.
You know, that was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry. But the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Raptors leading by 23. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won most improved player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Pass to Capella. To the inside. Here's Jones. And that one goes long.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Raptors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Teague for 3. Collins. And Collins is right there. He has 6.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Passes it to Ibaka. Kicks it to Powell. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Stolen by VanVleet. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Six to shoot. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Offline with his 3. Now Dedmon. And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And they've created... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Fred VanVleet, Anunoby out there with Ibaka. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Hollis-Jefferson in at small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Herter. Here's Dedmon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Van Vliet looking around. Now the pass to Powell. Back to Van Vliet. Fires for three. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Back to Dedmon. Over Ibaka. Shots good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his first basket.
A big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Now here's Van Vliet. The 11-footer. Here's Ibaka. And foul on the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Powell. Pass to Van Vliet. From deep three-point range. But they get it back. Out to the wing. Passes to Powell. Lets it go with the three. They get it again. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Anunoby. Buries the long-range jumper.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Teague against Van Vliet. Collins dishes to Dedmon. Here's Teague. Tries again. Shots good by Dedmon.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
Raptors leading by 21. Out to the right wing. Back to Van Vliet. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hawks passing it around. Hunter with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Outside Teague. From deep, Collins. He can't get that one to fall. And Toronto will come the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Serge Ibaka.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Ibaka with the ball. From deep. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
from deep three-point range. And Ibaka kicks to Powell. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Powell. Three-pointer. Offline. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. The NBA on 2K Sports. Payday.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. Now here's Walker. Over in the corner, Brown. Rebounded by the Hawks. Passes it to Herter. Feeds to Hunter. And he uses the glass on the layup. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might be.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Herter. Young inside. Guarded by Walker. Back to Young. Lots of room. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
Now here's Walker. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Now, here is Young. Herter passes to Collins. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. To the paint, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Brown. Celtics passing it around. Here's Hayward. The kick out to Brown. There's the triple. Hunter grabs the miss.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Young passes to Collins. Atlanta gets it back. Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Walker. That one's not going to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
People worried about Trey Young's size entering the league. Could he stand the punishment? He has answered that question.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Jones comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Herter. Bangs home the trifecta.
And really an advanced feel for scoring the basketball. Tatum picks and chooses his shots nicely.
Here's Young. The shot's good. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
Back to Smart. Cantor kicks to Smart. Cantor with it. Dedmon's there. Back to Smart. Boston needs to get off a shot. The kick out to Tatum. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Teague is checked in for Atlanta. The feed now to Dedmon. And Tatum pulls it down.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Williams is checked in. And the basket by Tatum.
You got to close off the lane to the basket. Tatum is just so good at creating angles to attack.
Top of the key, Reddish. Down low, Bembry. Great D that time from Tatum.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops. Has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
Here's Reddish. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Stolen by Cantor. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And here's Tatum for three. Atlanta with the rebound. Williams kicks to Tatum. Here's Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And so Smart nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Teague for three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Boston on top. They lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Jones. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Teague. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ball stolen. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And the basket by Tatum. Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Jones finds Teague. Back to Jones. Knocked away. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Teague. Here's Reddish to the middle. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Jones. Second chance shot. The shot. They grab their own miss. Fernando. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Young kicks to Collins. Back to Young. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Oh, that's blocked. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Walker surveying the floor. Kicks it to Brown. Stripped away. Hunter, the pass to Young. Here's Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Hunter. Young against Walker. In the corner. Herter with it. Shot clock at 5. And it's Capella missing. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Hayward. And that one hits back iron. Hawks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Right wing. Inside. Williams with the block. And here comes Walker leading the fast break. Young with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Hunter. And it's blocked by Brown. And he gets it back. Hunter no good. The Celtics have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Boston again missing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Young looking it over to the middle. Here's Herter. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Young with the steal. To the paint. Drops in the layup for 2.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And by just...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Young dishes to Capella. Another shot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Down low, it's deflected. It's stolen by Capella. And here they go. Here's Hunter. Young in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Atlanta making some changes. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. Then for the Celtics, Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. It's stolen by Brown. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And it's Williams with the jam.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from T. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Floats it up for Williams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Back to Teague. Pass to Jones. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. There's Brown with the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Celtics leading by 8. The pass to Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Pass to Williams. The kick out to Tatum for 3. Unable to get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Collins passes to Reddish. Back to Collins. Off on the layup. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Smart with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
Jones, the pass to Bembry. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And the slam by Williams.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Right side Tatum. He kicks it to Smart. Back to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Williams passes to Kanter. That's good from Williams, the assist by Kanter. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Fernando. He's guarded by Williams. outside Tatum. The dish to Cantor. Puts it up from 17. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Boston on top, up 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Hunter. And it's Dedmon in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Williams. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
Brown is checked in for Williams. Here's Brown. Williams trying to break free. Brown, good. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Herter passes to Dedmon. Young dishes to Capella. It's rebounded by Tice.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Back to Walker. In the corner, it's Hayward. Over Young. Hayward can't hit. The Hawks trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Capella finds Dedmon to the wing on the left, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
The Hawks making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Walker in the post, working on Collins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really, for his size, Walker is no stranger to physical play. He's aggressive on the move. He can catch the D off guard and get himself to the line.
And so Walker nails both of them. Here's Young. Capella kicks to Young. Elbow shot. Kept alive. Hunter, the pass to Young. Now Hunter. In the corner, Collins with it. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. And the layup good by Hunter.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Pass to Brown. Up top Tice. Over Collins. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got his first bucket of the night.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Young from outside. Nailed from three-point land.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
Hayward on the wing. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Capella. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Young against Walker.
I got yours.
Young passes to Capella. Shoots over Brown. And the shot is long.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over eager.
Walker finds Tice. Hayward left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hayward's got 4 points this quarter.
There's the versatility we talk about. Gordon Hayward able to score on all 3 levels.
Young outside. He feeds it to Capella. Back to Young. Hawks passing it around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Smart's checked in for Brown.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Boston.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
He gets that one.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Puts up a three, drills the three-pointer.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Collins. And Boston with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Young in the corner. Off target from three-point range. To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's good.
Incredible night for Trae. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was... A great view of our broadcast location today, downtown Atlanta. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Now here is Horford. Simmons finds Horford. Embiid with it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Harris. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Passes it to Capella. Outside Collins. Back to Capella. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
I mean, really, Capella is a handful for the defense. I mean, at times you got to foul him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Trae Young. Pass to Simmons, and it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Simmons, and the shot goes in.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford looks so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
The pass to Hunter. On its way from Young for 2, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Hawks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's the 3, and Embiid pulls it down.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Collins kicks to Young, beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons passes to Horford. Kicks it out to Richardson. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Harris. Back to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. That one good for 2. Simmons got 6 points.
Well, they've come out the locker room his eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Young pass to Collins. Connects from 3-point range.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Back to Embiid. Richardson outside. Simmons looking around. It's stolen by Capella. Boom, he jams it straight down.
So active defensively. Capella makes an impact with blocks and steals.
Richardson outside. Over to the left wing. Embiid. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Embiid. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Collins.
Superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack him to prevent the bucket.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
The Hawks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. Both shots good from the stripe. 76ers trailing. And here's Burks. Shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Jones against Scott. Jones the pass to Bembry. He feeds it to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now, here's Thibault. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Back to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Burks. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The 76ers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he makes the first. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Robinson's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Now, here's Reddish. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Dedmon passes to Reddish. Here's Fernando. Here's Bembry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Robinson kicks to Burks. Back to Embiid. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's Atlanta up by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit to coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the 76ers. Robinson is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Burks in at the point. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Burks for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for T. Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott. Robinson passes to Horford. Harris kicks to Robinson. Burks on the wing. Here's Harris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Back to Collins. Inside. Down low. Here's Hunter. Makes it off the glass. Hunter's got his first points of the night.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Milton the pass to Horford. Back to Milton. Feeds to Horford. Pass to Milton. On the wing, Harris. Stripped it away. Here's Hunter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hunter's got his second basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Out left to the wing. Back to Burks. Horford up top. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Burks has got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. And then for Philadelphia, Josh Richardson's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. Horford. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And stolen by Simmons. And there's Richardson on the assist by Horford. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Hawks trail it. Passes it to Capella. Kicks it to Young. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is where Capella excels. Close to the rim, uses his size well to dunk.
Right side Horford. Simmons inside the line. No good on the shot.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually counter.
Huerter, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The kick out to Young. Here's Capella. Sweet move. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Richardson. Robinson left side. He dishes it to Horford. Shoots over Capella. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Richardson. Puts one up from 19. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Damian Jones is checked in for Collins. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Josh Richardson. Huerter passes to Capella. Young outside. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Horford goes in. Thybulle kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Horford. Out to Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Teague. Here's Bembry. No points in the game yet for him. Teague finds Jones. Lets it go from deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They played very good basketball in the second quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Alec Burks displaying his skills today.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Young and Huerter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but Look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Herter passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. Here's Herter, guarded by Simmons. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. That's tipped. The 76ers trail by 5. Richardson dishes to Simmons. Collins against Horford. The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. Pass to Young. He kicks to Capella. And the shot goes down.
Branching out little by little. I mean, Capella knows he must keep adding to his game piece by piece.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The drive by Simmons. And there's the pass to Embiid. Second shot opportunity with the tip. And staying with the play, Harris.
Look at Harris's dedication. I mean, chasing down the boards and ending the possession on his terms.
Here's Herter. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Herter's got 7.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Herter. And the 3 off target. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. 6-point game. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Herter. He has 7. To the left wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young finds Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in. Simmons on the wing. Defended by Young. To the wing right side. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. A shot by Reddish, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Horford. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive glass. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
And stolen by Horford. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. And last season, Richardson battled some injuries. It took some time to adjust the plate in Philly, but eventually it all came together.
Yeah, Gio, you know that a hard worker like Richardson would find his role. I mean, the guy is so competitive. He's as competitive as it gets. He brings that fire on defense and always believes his next shot will fall.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Damian Jones comes in for Bruno Fernando. Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. And that one is good. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Stolen away. There's the dish to Scott. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Thibault. Clock at 6. Richardson, good. Richardson's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Teague, the pass to Bembry. The kick out to Teague. Now Reddish. Over to the wing. Back to Teague. Embiid with the steal. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead. Ending the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Scott is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. Teague up top. Burks covering. Bembry the pass to Jones. To the middle. Bembry kicks to Jones. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. Bembry misses.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Embiid, the pass to Scott. Pass to Burks. Back to Scott. The 3 ball. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
And even without that 3 ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket by Jones.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Pass to Scott. Burks on the wing. And Jones sends it back. And they're moving it up. Here's Dedmon. And he lays it straight in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford's checked in for Mike Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Herter passes to Hunter. Shoots over Embiid. Hunter no good. The 76ers leading by 3. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. Hunter dishes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hawks passing it around. Capella with the bucket.
And in this day and age, big men like Capella have to shoot. Great to see him working on his game.
The 76ers trail by 3. And Simmons kicks to Horford. Burks the pass to Embiid. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
To the inside. Out left to the wing. Here's Herter. Off target from outside. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. 109 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
Out to the wing. Launches a 3. Herter, no good.
Look, the more threes he misses, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And Simmons kicks to Horford. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Richardson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
Herter passes to Hunter. Back to Herter. Jacks up a 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
And even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. And when it's late enough in the game for him to recognize this is a better option.
Harris kicks to Simmons. Richardson the pass to Simmons. Now Embiid. He's guarded by Collins. Simmons dishes to Richardson. Embiid with it. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the action below it, as seen from the 7th. And we've got time for a quick pregame report.
Kevin, thanks. 2019's most...
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Anunoby finds VanVleet. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Hawks passing it around. Young with no one around. Good on the triple.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. Lowry against Young. Out to Ibaka. Let's go. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Passes to Lowry. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And the pass to Herter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lowry against Young to the middle. The wide open look here for Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
Young taking his time here. Collins passes to Capella. No good that time. Ibaka with some nice D. And Lowry has it in the corner. Inside. Anunoby, good.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Capella, the pass to Herter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Back to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reddish. Atlanta again missing. And it's Davis with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Down low, here's Gasol. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Jones finds Teague. And here's Reddish. Out to the right wing. Jones. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To the middle. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
Bembry the pass to Jones. Outside Teague. Pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Guarded by Powell. It's blocked. And they get it back. On the basket by Jones. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Davis kicks to Anunoby. Shoots the three. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's Dedmon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Davis dishes to Gasol. Back to Davis. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks on top. They're up by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Hollis Jefferson. Norman Powell is out there with Terrence Davis. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Gasol at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Reddish. Boucher with the rebound. Outside Gasol. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Davis.
Well, we know this. Few big men in the history of the game have passed the ball as well as Marc Gasol.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, put it in Powell's vicinity and he will finish with authority. That's nice.
Top of the key, Reddish. Outside T. Here's Bembry. Not really his range, and it's off target. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Passes it to Reddish. Gasol against Jones. And the basket is good. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Davis looking for an opening. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
It's Young on the wing, now recovering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when Hunter attacks like that, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. Love it when he takes the initiative.
And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. There's the pass to Siakam. From outside, off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And here's Collins from outside. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shot by Collins, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Siakam. Good defensive work there by Young. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's Young on the wing while recovering. Collins passes to Capella. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
To the inside, Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Pass to Herter. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Anunoby. They get it back. And it's Capella missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Anunoby. Second chance shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Hunter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. And Toronto also making a switch. Boucher is checked in.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Lowry up top, defended by Young. Lowry passes to Boucher. Outside for Lowry. That 3 off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And that'll tie this game up.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Van Vliet wide open. The three-pointer is right on target. Van Vliet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors lead by 3. And now what? All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the Hawks 5. Siakam outside. Anunoby in the corner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
The Hawks trail by 7. Passes it to Young. Inside, here's Hunter. Second chance effort. And it's Capella missing. Toronto's shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
But Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Jones dishes to Reddish. Shoots over Powell. Here's Jones. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Jones has got 8 points.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Now Davis. 5 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in to the paint. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Reddish kicks to Bembry. Here's Reddish. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bembry the pass to Fernando. Inside. That shot no good. And Toronto will come the other way. And here comes the break. Now here's Boucher. He's covered closely. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Gasol. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Hawks making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. They swipe it. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Davis against T. The pass to Fernando. Goes up the baseline. Rebound by the Raptors. 1:56 left in the third. Davis with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Hollis Jefferson.
Hollis Jefferson exceptional at slashing to the cup. Cutting hard after setting the screen. Nice.
To the middle. The feed to Reddish. Up and in on the layup. Reddish has got his first bucket in this one.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Now here's Powell. Left side Davis. The Raptors need to get a shot off. From past the arc. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Hawks trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Pass to Powell. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
To the inside. Dedmon's shot is off. Toronto leading by 11. Outside, Davis. Pass to Boucher. Back to Davis. It'll count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And here is VanVleet. And there's the pass to Lowry. Siakam outside. Back to Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Ibaka for 3. The rebound by Young. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Back to Collins. And stolen by Siakam. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Lowry. VanVleet kicks to Lowry. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Lowry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors. Pass to Capella. Now Hunter. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Now Lowry. Pass to VanVleet. Back to Lowry. Down low. Young left side. Misses the wing J.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Lowry passes to VanVleet. Back to Lowry. In the corner, it's VanVleet. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
VanVleet looking around. Siakam for 3. And again, no good by Toronto.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
To the left side wing. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Hunter.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Lowry passes to VanVleet. Lowry against Young. Lowry kicks to Siakam. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Herter passes to Capella over Ibaka. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Van Vliet to end the drought. They get it back, and Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. Raptors moving the ball around. Anunoby, no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Unloads from 9 with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Van Vliet outside. Dishes it to Ibaka. And foul on the shot. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
To the paint. Shots good by Dedmon.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Thomas gets a wide open look, and the Raptors miss again. Here's Teague. It's off.
This guy is a physical force on the defensive end. It is a tough task to score over Marc Gasol.